What's up? Honor Hammer 26 here. I'm here to give you a video, kind of a review I've wanted to do for a while now. You're probably wondering why I'm talking into a microphone. Well, I'm joined via Skype. This is my Skype mic by Sanders Robin 24. How's it going, Sanders Robin?
Not bad at all. How about yourself?
Good. Hopefully they can hear you. Let me turn you up a little bit. Alright. Alright, hopefully that's better. Alright, so basically we're here to review Final Battle 2009. Basically, everyone did reviews when it aired on Go Fight Live, so I think we thought this would be a good way to kind of add a little something to it. So let's get right to the show. First match on the show was the Four Corner Survival: Kenny Omega, Colt, Cabana, Rhett, Titus, and Claudio Castagnoli. What are your thoughts on that, Robin?
Excellent open. Definitely one of the highlights of the show. I thought Omega looked great, Claudio looked great, and I mean, it really got the show back, so I have no problem with it at all. Like easily 3 and 1/4 stars for me.
I only give it 3, but I feel that it was booked right because of what happened later in the show. But I feel that still, I mean, Rhett Titus looked good, Colt Cabana looked alright to me. Kenny Omega, I did give the win to in my how to book Final Battle thing. So, I mean, it was good. I'll give it 3, but, I mean, I think Claudio did deserve the win here, so no problems with it, really.
I like the finish, too. It was pretty impressive from Claudio. So, yeah, it's a good opener.
Right. Alright, next we had this match was originally scheduled to be the Embassy versus Delirious and Necro Butcher, but because of the snow there was that weekend in the Northeast, Necro Butcher was snowed in West Virginia, so basically his replacement was Bobby Dempsey. So we got Bison Smith and Erick Stevens versus Delirious and Bobby Dempsey. What are your thoughts, Robin?
I thought Bobby Dempsey was pretty impressive. People watching this live, I pretty much enjoyed it. I know people from the pay-per-view review, but I thought it was fine for what it is. I didn't expect much from it. So.
Yeah, this is actually my worst match of the night, but I mean that's not saying anything. It's 2 stars, not really anything bad, but still, I mean Bobby Dempsey probably was the best choice for what you had here. I mean it's better than an Alex Payne or maybe Grizzly Rebel would have worked here, but I mean Bobby Dempsey, I got nothing to complain about, honestly.
Right, I thought Bison looked okay, and ever since he's lost a lot of weight though. He kind of looks like he's disappearing out there.
Yeah.
That used to be.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying that Erick Stevens now looks on with this heel turn. I got to agree with all of them. I mean, he looked pretty good
yeah,
here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, alright, next we had the Fight Without Honor. Eddie Kingston versus Chris Hero. Their feud ender in Ring of Honor, even though they've had several matches in several other promotions, IW, Mid-South, CCW. Alright, but basically this match didn't live up to my expectations, I gotta be honest, but honestly, there was one spot that was awesome, and most of you have probably seen it. What are your thoughts, Sanders Robin?
The one spot you're talking about was phenomenal. I haven't seen any of that Hero match. I don't know, watching this live, it was definitely amazing. It's definitely just a base match. Hero. It's just amazing. It's probably second best match of the night.
Right. I gotta agree with you. Well, actually, I don't agree with you. I think it's actually maybe the 4th best match of the night. I mean, there were a lot of matches in that 3.5, 4-star range. So, I gave it 3.5. It's actually, I think, my 4th best match of the night.
Well, I think it was a little bit better live, to tell you the truth. Like, I'm watching on DVD, it doesn't quite hold up to the experience,
I gotta agree with that. I mean, and honestly, I remember saying that I thought this might be the best Fight Without Honor ever, and it wasn't even close.
Right, oh yeah, you did say that, right?
Yeah, I did. Alright, and then we got to probably everyone's match of the night, Kevin Steen and Generico versus the Young Bucks. This match, I gotta think this is probably the worst of the 3. Well, the one at Aries Richards I think was definitely better. The one I was at Contention I'm kind of biased towards, so I think this
yeah, you're right there.
Yeah, but I think I'm kind of biased towards that. So I think this is the worst of the 3, honestly. But, I mean, it was still great. 4 stars. All their matches had kind of a rhythm to it, and you kind of expected who was going over here. But I still loved the match. 4 stars. What do you think, Robin?
Honestly, I got to see the one from Contention again. I remember it being phenomenal. But I'd have to say this is the best one by far. Maybe because I was there live. I guess if you're there live, you're kind of biased. But I love the one from Aries versus Richards. It took a while for that to grow on me. But that was phenomenal, too. But personally, this is my favorite one. I mean, it was just, the near fall is crazy. Some of the best near falls I've seen live, actually. So, and the Kevin heel turn, what can you say? I thought it was very well done. You legitimately thought he was retiring. So.
Yeah, that heel turn was beautiful, honestly. That was a great heel turn. Yeah, and all these matches between these two teams, I mean, and the Bola still hasn't been released from PWG. Apparently that was the best match they've had. I can't wait to see that, but still.
Yeah, that was great, yeah.
Right. Alright, then we got intermission where they played Punk versus Spanky on the intermission. We didn't get it on the DVD here. So the next thing we got was Kenny King versus Roderick Strong. I thought this might steal the show. It didn't really live up to expectations at all.
No, not at all, no.
Not at all. So basically, it was just okay match. I mean, honestly, I think these like 9 out of 10 times these guys have a match together that's going to be good, 3 stars or more. This is probably the one time it just didn't. Honestly, didn't roll their way this time.
Yeah, I think people were like they were coming back from intermission. They weren't really in their seats when it got underway, so it was kind of unfortunate. But it kind of ended right before it started to get good. There was some good spots in the match, but it didn't reach that 3-star level for me. I'd probably say 2 3/4. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. I only gave it 2.5. Honestly, I thought that I guess I might be a little too hard on the match, but still, I only gave it 2.5. But I guess I'd like to see more than them from in the future. I mean, they're 2 good guys, so I guess, or 2 good performers. I'd like to see more from them. Alright, next we have Rocky Romero versus Alex Koslov. This is kind of the AAA match. Originally supposed to be a tag team match with 2 guys that have a match later, but since all the snow, they kind of changed up the card a little bit. So Rocky Romero, Alex Koslov, these guys are legitimate rivals in AAA. So honestly, I expect a little bit out of this. We got a good match, but it could have been a little better, honestly. What do you think, Robin?
I thought they were great in the match before in that tag match in Iron Storm. They really saved that match in my opinion. But that was very disappointing. One of the weakest endings I've ever seen. It just didn't get going for me.
Rhett, I got to agree on that one. I mean, it wasn't all that bad, but I mean, it just kind of when it was about to end, when it was about to get good, it just ended. I mean, it was kind of weak. I agree with that. 3 stars, but it was still a good match. Could have been a lot better. Alright, next we got the World Tag Team title match, the Briscoe Brothers versus the American Wolves. This is probably my second best match of the night, behind Young Bucks, Steen, Generico. Honestly, I thought this was a pretty good for a title change match, but it could have been a lot better. I think these 2 teams, now that they have a rematch signed in Phoenix, they're just on the cusp of putting on an amazing match, and they just didn't do it here. What do you think, Robin?
I have a good feeling of that Phoenix match. But this match, I actually... I don't know if anyone agrees with me, but I'm just not feeling the Briscoe. I'm not getting that. The Wolves looked okay, but honestly, David Richards didn't really do much in this match. I mean, it was just kind of disappointing to me. I know ROH Styles gave it 4.5, and I just totally disagree with that. I'd probably say 3.5. But it was still a good match. Just it wasn't the second best match of the night for me. So.
Yeah, I give it 3 3/4.
Yeah, I can see that. That's all right.
Yeah, all right. Next we had kind of an impromptu match. Teddy Hart, Jack Evans. This was just basically their match from Canada in 2000. In 2000, I guess it was 8. Basically just all the spots, one after another after another. It was a fun match, but it really didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's an example of just giving the fans what they want. I mean, you really couldn't expect much out of it, but it was pretty fun. Jack Evans is really in shape now. Like, he really got cut up, and yeah, I thought it was a fun match. But at the same time, it kind of killed the crowd for the event. You know, I don't know if that makes any sense, but it was okay.
Yeah, that definitely came off live, and I thought a lot of maybe Teddy Hart's offense didn't. I mean, he put off a lot of great maneuvers, but like Jack Evans kept kicking out, and then all Jack Evans had to do was hit like a suplex and then a 360, and the match was over. I didn't like that all that much.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit too short as well.
But they have time constraints because of Go Fight Live, so I do understand that though.
Exactly, yeah, that makes sense. So.
Yeah, I give it 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say 2 3/4, 2.5 is fine.
Alright, then we got the main event, the highly talked about match, Austin Aries versus Tyler Black for the Ring of Honor World Title. This match, of course, I've been noticed what happens, but overall, I thought that outside of the crowd, this match was still fine. I thought this match was actually very entertaining. Definitely some innovative spots, very realistic, but I mean, the crowd kind of killed it for me from giving it that high rating, so I only got to give it like 3.5.
Well, watch this on DVD. I enjoyed it a lot more. But personally, for me, I was sitting with the next big thing, and he'll tell you, like, there was like three kids in front of us that were very disrespectful, and you know, we just couldn't enjoy the match as much as other people did. But you know, Aries wrestled a very smart match. I mean, from his point of view, from his character's point of view, it made a lot of sense. And Tyler Black, he busted his ass out there. He did everything that he was required to do. I mean, it told a good story, but at the same time, you know, what people were said about the snow, and the crowd just could not enjoy it for whatever reason. But it had a lot of great things about it. If it had a better crowd, maybe if they did it in Manassas,
yeah,
it probably would have came off a lot better. or anywhere else. But, just